Am I wrong for refusing to let my partner's friend move in? I 27F never thought a simple temporary stay would turn into a full relationship crisis, but here we are. My partner 29M has a childhood friend who has always drifted in and out of chaos, job losses, couch hopping, impulsive decisions, dramatic breakups, the whole cycle. I've always tolerated him because it mattered to my partner, but I've also always kept a polite distance because something about him felt disruptive. There's a certain type of person who floats through life expecting others to fix the consequences for them, and he's exactly that type. Last month he got evicted for not paying rent. Instead of helping him find resources, talk to family, or secure temporary housing, my partner immediately offered our couch. And I don't mean a conversation happened, he didn't even text me. He told his friend, absolutely, man, stay as long as you need, and only afterward mentioned it like it was a harmless detail. I found out when I walked through the door and saw bags and shoes piled in the living room. My partner looked at me like I was the one being rude for being confused. He framed it like I'd be heartless to say no because it's just for a little while. I wasn't thrilled, but I also didn't want to be the villain in the story he clearly already built, so I agreed to 1 week. 7 days. That was the boundary. But instantly, my instincts were proven right. He treated our place like a free Airbnb. Instead of being grateful or trying to minimize his footprint, he made himself fully at home. He took marathon 45-minute showers during peak water use times. He ate whatever was in our fridge, groceries I bought. He used my expensive coffee maker and left grounds everywhere. He stayed up until 3 a.m. watching videos on speaker like he was in a private dorm room instead of someone else's home. Every time I gently asked him to be mindful, he rolled his eyes or acted confused, like I was being unreasonable for expecting basic respect. By day 5, I couldn't pretend anymore. I pulled my partner aside and said, he needs to be out by the end of the week. This isn't working. My partner instantly got defensive. He said his friend had nowhere to go, that he needed kindness right now, and that I was overreacting because the friend wasn't hurting anyone. When I reminded him he made this decision without me, he accused me of trying to control who he helps. It was our first real argument in months. I told him helping someone is a team decision when you share a home. He insisted I was making everything bigger than it is. But the real twist came that night from the friend himself. He casually mentioned, yeah, once I get my new job sorted out, I'll start renting a storage unit. But I'll probably be here for a while. Honestly, this is better than my last place anyway, I said. You mean for the rest of the week, right? He straight up laughed, and said, your guy told me I could stay indefinitely until I'm stable. Didn't he tell you? Indefinitely. My stomach dropped. My partner hadn't just offered a temporary place. He offered a long-term living arrangement behind my back, fully intending to let me find out after it became too late to protest. When I confronted him, he doubled down. He said he didn't want to stress me out until things settled. He said he figured I'd get used to it. He said the friend was basically like family, so it shouldn't matter. I told him I felt lied to, deliberately. He said I was blowing things up for no reason. The next morning, I packed the friend's things and set them by the door. I told him, calmly, that our agreement was 1 week. He needed to make other arrangements. He didn't get angry, he just shrugged and said, yeah, I figured you'd say something eventually. Which honestly confirmed everything. He knew he was overstaying and assumed I'd just tolerate it indefinitely. My partner, however, exploded when he saw the bags. He accused me of humiliating him, embarrassing his friend, and claiming the house like it's yours alone. When I pointed out he made the decision alone too, he refused to acknowledge the hypocrisy. He acted betrayed because I didn't let him betray our shared boundaries without consequence. Now the friend is gone, but the tension hasn't disappeared. My partner thinks I acted heartlessly. I think he intentionally manipulated the situation by making a massive decision on my behalf and hoping I'd adapt. And the more I reflect, the more it scares me that he was comfortable offering our home, our privacy, our space, our life, without even checking if I was okay with it. So am I wrong for not wanting my partner's friend to live with us temporarily, or was temporary never really the plan in the first place?